than they are. And so they calm me down. So the next question is, in speaking to the school and district leaders in this room, what advice would you give about what students and families need from school today? This is so important for us to know.
So this was a really loaded question. There was multiple ways to answer this. But the first thing I thought about is how we all put on a different persona, like depending on who's around us, whether it's in school, whether it's at home. So kind of, I feel like students in general and families need a way to reconnect with themselves, whether it be reconnecting with their culture, reconnecting with who they truly are, or reconnecting with their mental health. Because that's a point that I could talk about for hours. It's not really fun. But yeah, culturally, family-wise, and then I also have this passion about how teachers and faculty need to stop grouping kids. So like, just because you're born and you look alike doesn't mean you struggle with the same struggles. So yeah, like just because me and another student are low income, that doesn't mean I'm struggling with the same mental health problems that they're struggling with. It doesn't mean I'm struggling with the same school problems that they're struggling with. Like, and then even as a Native Hawaiian Pacific Islander, I'm grouped with AAPI. But because I'm grouped with AAPI, they don't see the struggles that I'm going through as a Pacific Islander, but they see what the Asian community is struggling with because they have the bigger population. Other than this, I feel like adults and faculty should listen to youth perspective instead of projecting their perspective on youth.
All right.
She was wonderful when we came in this morning because we started changing questions to make it fit about the kindergarten part. It's like, no, we can work with that. Here's how you take it. Just awesome.
If I may, just respond to that. If every adult in this room is not activated by what we just heard, I don't even know what we're doing. I don't even know where to go next. If we are hearing from one student who is so eloquently spoke about her needs, this is at the core of relationship building and knowing and hearing student voice and parent voice and extending these voices outward into the community and partnerships and knowing and understanding what assets are. I think this is an incredible responsibility we've all been charged with, hearing from all of these students to kind of move forward as adults in this community that we all live in. I am a resident of this community, our chief program officer at LAEP, resident of this community. We have a vested interest in making sure that our youth are heard and understood and that our community comes together to meet the needs of all kids. But most importantly, kids who are saying we're being grouped, we're being categorized in ways that don't have meaning and value to us. How are we sending our kids into the world when we're not providing them meaning, or at least creating the conditions by which they can then find their own meaning? I think it's critically important, and I'm so proud of you for saying that. Thank you so much.
Building on what my fellow student just said, there have been some problems with acceptance inside of our schools. Pertaining to culture and religion, I have heard a lot of racial slurs within schools because I have noticed that these slurs are because that we students don't take the time to understand each other. We don't take the time to truly see things from each other's viewpoints. So I believe that offering diversity classes, perhaps encouraging this fellowship, could help create this acceptance that we're seeking for. And it would be great if schools could also create more time to explore our own interests, probably with some more relevant field trips. Because I know that as a student, the first time I went to a museum, the Gettysburg Museum here, I saw all of those beautiful statues. That history, it just drew me in. And those statues, the music, everything that I heard and I saw inside of those museums, those beautiful pianos, they've allowed me to find my true passion. So I believe that if schools could give us access to a second year-round elective, such as foreign language or more than just band, we can have the opportunity for more focused learning to find insight into our passions.